Hey, it's the Midnight Raven, and it's another Can't Sleep Night Chat with Raven. I hope you were all awake while listening to this, obviously. So, recently, since being ill with COVID, sleep has eluded me. I have been so tired while having COVID that I slept, must be like 4 days straight, on and off, day in, day out, morning, noon, and night. I was just so overtired. And now I can't sleep at all. Not even a little bit. I lay in bed for hours on end trying to sleep. And it's like I've had so much sleep over the last couple of days that my body doesn't need any, apparently, at all. So I am sitting here, middle of the night, completely awake. So my question today to you is, what is your nightly routine to get yourself to sleep? Do you count sheep? Do you read a book? Do you scroll through TikTok? What do you do to fall asleep when you are that awake? Sleep does not want to happen. Because before COVID, it wasn't a sleep pattern as per se, but I went to bed randomly about the same time, usually around midnight, which is about a good time for me. And I would fall asleep within the first 15-20 minutes of being in bed. That's getting comfortable, getting comfy, blah blah blah. Nowadays I sit in bed for over an hour and a half, can't fall asleep. So my question today, as sleep eludes me, is, after having a bout of illness, whether it's cold, flu, COVID, after sleeping to excessive amounts, like I was sleeping, must have been 18 hours out of the day. I was out for the count. Of course, I was on paracetamol, which made you kind of tired. And obviously the COVID made me sleepy anyway, just the fact that it was attacking my body, which I have survived COVID for the second time. For anyone that didn't know, I've had COVID twice. Last February, and this year I caught it in April. So I'm just lucky like that. But to go from sleeping for like 18 hours a day while having COVID to now just being so awake that I'm not tired is putting my sleep pattern out of whack, which is going to put my work pattern out of whack, because when I have to be up for work in a couple of days' time and get up at 7 in the morning, I need to theoretically be asleep by midnight. And it has gone past midnight. And I am now currently falling asleep between the hours of 2 and 3 currently. So by the time I go back to work, I am getting around 4 hours sleep, tops. Which, after having COVID or any sickness and then going to work with 4 hours sleep, is not advised. You are advised to get a minimum of 8 hours for a healthy sleep, and 10 hours if you can stretch that far. Me, I've never slept for that long without being ill. I am an early riser. I go to bed at 12 normally. I'm up in the morning. I don't generally sleep for too longer periods. I know they say 8 to 10 hours is like the optimum, but since being ill, I don't know whether my body has adjusted quite yet. I think you go for an adjustment phase of being so tired when you're ill to now being so awake because you're better. There needs to be like a midway of, well, I'm tired, but I'm not sick, so I need some sleep, but not too much. But then I need enough sleep to be able to function, but not enough sleep to take up my day, because I don't need that amount. And just go back to my usual, on average, I want to say maybe 5 hours is my average, maybe 6 pushing it. A typical night is like 6 hours. A poor evening, maybe 4. A good evening, maybe 6. So my question is, does sleep elude you when you've been ill? From going from being sick to sleeping all day to then being fine and well again, to then finding that you've slept for so long while being sick, your body just seems to think it can just run on fresh air and not sleep at all, which isn't causing me problems at the minute. It is getting to the point where I do feel that my body will start to suffer if I don't sleep, because sleep is good for you. Sleep helps your body, your mind, your metabolism. But I'm so awake that I'm not asleep. Probably because of the sickness. Because my body now says, oh, well, she's fit and well, she doesn't need to sleep. Well, I'm saying I do. I need some sleep. I can't function on like 4 hours sleep, which is what I'm probably currently getting at a push. I would like to be able to sleep for around 6 to 8 hours would be optimum. But currently 4, 5, it's just not working for me. But I'm so awake, I'm not tired. And I think it's being ill has done something to my system. So to finish this video, let me know down below, how do you recover from a bout of illness? How do you get your body into a sleeping pattern where you're not A, sleeping all day because you don't need to anymore, and B, how do you then sleep and convince your body, look, we actually need to sleep now, because we may not be sick and we don't need a lot of sleep, but we still need some sleep to at least function. So let me know your sleeping tips. How do you recover from a bout of illness with your sleeping patterns? What are your sleep advice? What do you do before you go to bed? Ways of sleeping, positions, things to take, a routine. Let me know anything that can get my sleep pattern back into a routine where I can sleep, but I can sleep enough to satisfy the fact that I then have to work. Because I don't want to make mistakes. I don't want to be overtired. I keep yawning, but do I fall asleep? Absolutely not, because my body doesn't require sleep now that it's fully healthy and had an entire week nearly of sleeping. So let me know down in the comments your sleeping patterns, your sleeping habits, your sleeping routines. How do you recover from a bout of illness with your sleeping patterns? Like and subscribe, a big thumbs up, support the channel with the PayPal super chat, or become a member and get behind the scenes exciting content, all for the price of 99 pence. And I will see you very soon, hopefully in another live stream video very soon. Thanks for watching.